All right, here we are, better late than never. Yoga wake forever. All right, I decided to do a pose breakdown for the detailed at heart. Because let's face it, it's all about quality, not quantity, right? Let's get the most from our pose. Let's start with something simple. Forward fold. Forward bend. Or bend down and touch your toes. Probably the most commonly associated pose with any kind of thought of stretch. For a visual demonstration. Forward fold. Now, I would consider this to be something of a go-to when I cannot work in some kind of routine, or when I feel like I need to do some kind of stretching and I know I haven't done it in a while. It's a fit into anywhere, do in any kind of situation. You don't need any kind of equipment. You can do it in almost any kind of clothing except a corset. And I definitely use it as a go-to when I find myself just not putting in the time, not making the effort to do more than just 5 or 10 minutes of stretching. Bending down and touching your toes can be very beneficial. Just doing that one pose, just stretching down and reaching your toes for like 10, 15, 30 seconds, a couple times a day, can increase your flexibility. I've gone 2 to 3 weeks and that was the only thing that I did, but I did it every day and I was still able to increase my flexibility. As far as getting the most out of the pose, we need to think about a little bit of physics and angle. From your hips, a lot of people tend to hinge from the hips and then curve their lower back and bend with their head towards their knees, right? Well, in order to get the most out of the pose, you want to think about bringing that hinge together, keeping your lower back from rounding, almost pressing your navel towards the tops of your thighs. For visual demonstration like this, I have a tendency to want to just round from here and curl my head in towards my knees. Well, that's great and it feels good, but to get the most out of the pose, think about keeping your back as flat as possible. A micro bend in the knee is fine, but think about bringing your stomach to the top of your thighs, not so much your head to your knees, and therefore effectively hinging from the hips, bringing the stomach closer to the thighs, and then allow the head to drop. And once again, I've been starting out here before. That's fine. Just focus on keeping your back as flat as possible and then lowering your stomach towards your thighs. And that will increase the effectiveness tenfold. Thanks, guys.